Okay then, so episode 99 out of 100 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 has just come out, and it was interesting. So basically the episode opens up with where we left off. We've got Akiba Reiji versus Roger. They're trapped in this room. Roger's got this impenetrable monster that apparently Akiba Reiji can't get over. However, Reiji says that, well, there's no certainties in life, just like in dueling, so if there's a gap somewhere, I'm going to take advantage of it. So Reiji fusion summons his DDD Beowulf, as well he synchro summons his DDD Siegfried. And with Siegfried's effect, he's able to negate the effect of one spell card on the field, so he chooses Roger's spell card, which stops his monster from being, like, unaffected. He then attacks into his monster, and then attacks again, winning the duel in just an OTK. So this is how we know Reiji is a badass, because he can just win in just one turn. So Roger's defeated. Hooray for the good guys, but wait a minute, what emerges from the side of one of these like glowing walls? But Roger comes back out even after being defeated, and it's revealed that Sora and the ninja guy were both defeated by the fact that this person can keep like cloning himself kind of thing. He keeps coming back. It's like an infinite duel. He can keep intrusion dueling on himself, and he keeps attacking until you basically give up or lose. The reason he's able to do this is because he's using some kind of like mechanical device up in like a control tower where he's able to control. They're either like robots or just holograms of himself. But the way it works is, so you got your 4,000 life points, and when you intrude in on a duel, you lose 2,000 life points. So that's the cost of just like busting in onto a duel. So when he loses, he just keeps doing that. So he keeps losing his 2,000 life points. And he seems to think that this is going to get the upper hand against Reiji, but it really doesn't, because literally, Reiji's next turn, he's like, oh, don't worry, I've got a plan for this as well. He activates an ability where every time he basically gets an intrusion penalty of 2,000 life points, he receives another 2,000 life points worth of damage. And Roger comes back in and is like, well, we've got to do this all over again. He's like, no, we don't, because this is infinite, this is what I'm doing now. Every time you intrude, you're just going to have it back at you. So he keeps losing in an infinite spiral. So, yeah. That was fantastic. Something I want to quickly mention, which did make me laugh, was Sora. We reveal he's okay. He's a bit torn up and battered and things like that. But what made me laugh was the fact that he's still got his lolly in his mouth after being like hitting an explosion and everything like that. It just made me chuckle. In Roger's last-ditched attempt to try and win, he sort of tells everyone that, Akiba Reiji over there, he's not who you might think he is. He's actually the son of Leo Akiba. He is the son of the professor, basically. And his purpose was to go to the standard universe and then attack the synchro universe to control that. Whereas the professor was in the fusion universe going to attack the Xyz universe. First of all, everyone's kind of like, what? We didn't know this. But then Reggie's like, well, if that's true, how come you're still trying to steal Yuzu then and bring her back to the professor? You liar. This is the part where Roger starts to go more crazy than usual. His voice has gone even higher and he's screaming at everyone. He basically grabs Yuzu, says, I'm going to take you back to the fusion dimension. In fact, I'm going to take this entire city back to the fusion dimension because, you know, I've gone crazy. So he activates this, like, giant portal, which plans to suck the entire city into the fusion universe. But what kind of happens is it malfunctions and just sucks Roger in. So, gutted for that guy, and basically the day is saved. Yūya manages to grab onto Yuzu and holds her, and he starts crying, saying that I'm so glad that you're here with me now. And Yuzu starts to cry as well, and they have like a moment where they're like looking at each other. I'm like, are they going to kiss? Is this going to happen this early in the series? In fact, for any series of the Yu-Gi-Oh series, we've got like a confirmed like relationship pairing. But then the portal starts to activate again, and then we have to get back to serious matters. So that's a shame we didn't get to see a bit more of that. It's a bit annoying because Yuzu gets passed around a lot and keeps getting kidnapped, and I don't really want this for a character because she's actually quite a strong and independent character. She's one of the best in the Yu-Gi-Oh series we've seen in a while. But of course, what's the first thing the teleporter tries to pick up? It picks up Yuzu, so Yuzu's getting pulled. Yuya goes to catch her but misses, and then Yuya starts getting pulled up, but everyone starts to grab onto him, and then all of them lot go up. We discover they've all gone into the Xyz Dimension. So now we're actually in the Xyz Dimension. We've heard stories of it and we've seen little like glances at it, but now we actually get to see how destroyed this place is. This Xyz Dimension, there's not even a city in there, it's just rubble basically. So this has all been destroyed by, of course, the fusion dimension. And we see some of the Fusion Dimension people all dressed in the red, blue and yellow colours that we've seen in like the GX universe. They're going around just attacking people and turning them into cards. And this woman sees the Lancers coming towards her, and they see that they're wearing the duel discs, so she runs off and like abandons all her food and drinks. But luckily these guys, they carry it to them and bring it to a house, and they're like, we're not enemies, we've come here to help. And while they're there explaining what they're there for, they're trying to look for their friend. Some of the fusion users come in and attack the group, but they're able to get easily defeated by the Lancers, which of course they were going to be. However, Yūya says, don't turn them into cards, we don't use dueling for like hatred and things like that, and they escape. But then we see this explosion come around the corner that they escaped from, and then it pans around the corner and we see these eyes, and we know who these eyes belong to because it belongs to Kite Tenjo. Yes, that's right, Kite Tenjo. And he attacked them with his Galaxy Eyes monster. So now we get to see Kite Tenjo in this universe, and I think in the next episode he gets into a battle with these guys. So we went straight from Jack Atlas and Crow straight into Kite Tenjo, and apparently Alexis from GX is in this universe as well, which we haven't seen any of that yet, but apparently it is confirmed, which is weird as well, considering she was mainly a fusion user back in the GX like series. So that'd be cool to see. So that was pretty much the episode. The only thing I didn't like about this episode was a huge chunk of episode 100 was taken up by basically flashbacks and the story so far, which I thought was completely unnecessary because we have them at the start of each episode and we don't need to know the entire story really. Something I do want to ask you guys is there going to be another episode next week? Or is this like the season finale? Because there was a trailer thing for the next episode. Just let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode as well. Are you looking forward to Kite Tenjo versus Yūya? Who's gonna win? Just let me know below. As well, how much of a bitch is Roger? Just let me know below, and thanks for watching. Right then guys, so recently I subscribed to Loot Crate. Specifically, I subscribed to Loot Anime. They specialise in sending Loot Anime related stuff, and I thought that I'd do an unboxing for you guys and show you the kind of stuff I got. Unfortunately, I'm in the future, so I've already opened it all, so I know what I get. This is what the box looks like after you've turned it inside out. It's kind of like a treasure chest, which we're going to see a treasure chest worth of stuff inside. Also, I'm wearing, spoiler, a t-shirt. You'll see more of that later. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Here we go. Right then, here we go. Welcome to the unboxing. First things first, let's get through this protective layer, which